Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Gordon Pettie Fishing. I appreciate you tuning in. Today's video is going to be part 2 of running a pattern on Guntersville Lake. I'm going to be on a different part of the lake and I'm going to run the same pattern that I ran yesterday and see how that turns out.
As I mentioned in my previous video, I have my map shading all the way out to the 10 to 12 foot zone, and I'm concentrating on the points and turns and the ditches.
Finally got a decent bite. I've caught quite a few fish this morning, but they've all been dinks. That was a good one. There we go. That's a pretty little chunk. Healthy. All right, let's throw her back. That one hit on the very end of my cast. I've kind of been staying out. I've had some bites out and I've had some bites in. Guys, it's June and usually about this time everybody starts talking ledge fishing and everybody wants to go out there and catch them out on the ledges. But there's still a lot of fish shallow and in the mid depths right now. A lot of fish are still on their way out. There's usually always still fish shallow at this time of the year. We've just had a full moon. There's been a few fish that's come up to spawn. I've actually caught a few fish that I know had just spawned in the last few weeks. But there are still plenty of fish up shallow. And in the mid depths also. And when I say mid depths on Guntersville, the 8 to 10 to 12 foot range, those are the fish that are moving back out, but they hadn't quite made it yet. And you'll catch a lot of little fish, but if you just keep moving around, you'll eventually run into some good ones. Oh, I just missed one. Darn it. I think he got me. He sure did.
I'm using a Zoom Ultra Vibe speed worm right here. For those of you that are new to the channel, you can always check out the video description for a list of the equipment and baits that I use in each video.
That one was 100% live scope fish there. That wasn't the one I was going after, but that one beat the other one to it. But I just had to set the hook. Ooh. was a little better. I just dropped the trolling motor, and on my first cast, guys, you can run the same pattern at this time of the year. I'll give you a little tip. Just run that 10 to 12 foot contour line, and anywhere there's a turn or a ditch, that's some of the key stuff to look for at this time of the year. Alright, thank you. Saw him come up and hit it. Yes, sir. He's not huge, but that was fun seeing him hit it on. I could see him down there. And I swam my worm right up to him and popped it. I swam my worm right up to it and popped it, and he went down and got it. Guys, I'm not relying on live scope to catch these fish, but what live scope is doing is it's telling me the areas that when I'm seeing activity down there, I spend a little bit more time and fish it thoroughly. Just like right here, I got to this spot and I could see them swimming around, and a lot of them I'm not getting to bite, but it's telling me there's fish here. Like right there. Of course, my trolling motor, I've got it on spot lock, but every now and then, this is the grass edge right here, I've got dye on my finger. There's some bait fish there above, but there's fish that you'll see swimming around on the edge of this grass right here. The grass stops right there. There's a fish right there swimming. But when I get to that area right there, I know to really pay attention to it. Not huge, but it's a bite. Keep trying to go deep, but the fish just ain't deep. At least every time I go deep, I don't get bit. Come back up shallow. They're not huge ones, but I'd rather be catching keepers than nothing. Cast or two, and I'm going to move. just threatened to move. Chunky little non-keeper. I just can't figure out the formula today for the big ones. There we go. Oh yeah. This is a good one if it's a bass. It is, it's coming up. Well, I thought I'd try crankbait because I caught a few yesterday on crankbait. He wasn't coming off. It's a nice little chunk, keeper chunk. Hooked into a good one. I think I can boat flip him. Yes, sir. Boat flipping a 4-pounder. Guys, it's been a tough day to get a big bite. He was not coming off. I have to get the pliers. Go probably 4, close to 4. They have eluded me today, but I've stuck to the same old pattern. I'm getting bites. I'm just catching a bunch of little ones. All right, let's let her go. Girl. All right. Well, I crossed his eyes. Makes you want to after you just caught a 4-pounder. Or makes you think you have to. That's what's so fun about worm fishing. Guys, I hadn't really talked about what I'm throwing today, but I'm throwing a Zoom Craw worm. I don't think they've been on the market long. I thought it was a neat looking worm. Something a little different. I like to swim this worm since it's got those paddles on the back of it. Claws. Or whatever you want to call them. flap. Guys are starting to stack up out here on this point right here. I can see them, and I'm getting them right in the good part of the mouth. Just a little keeper. There is a defined edge and point to that grass right there, and they're stacked up on the last part of that grass on that point. That's the deepest I've caught them all day. They're in about 13, 14 foot of water. Fish right here. No, he ain't. He's a keeper. And boy, he ran out. I mean, I didn't catch up with him. Yep, I have figured something out finally. He just went crazy. I thought he was a good fish. I mean, he's a keeper, but I thought he was another 3 or 4 pounder. The way he ran out to deep water after he popped it. Alright, I have had enough.
Guys, if you've made it this far, I really appreciate you. I hope you can put some of these tips that I've given in these last 2 videos to use, and I hope they'll be helpful to you in the future. If you hadn't already subscribed, I would really appreciate it. Leave comments and like the videos. That sure does help out with the YouTube algorithms. Until next time, I hope to see you guys on the water, and we'll do it again next time. See ya.